Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, in today's first reading, a vineyard is planted after the land is prepared for the good fruits, but the vineyard bore wild grapes. In the second reading, St. Paul entreats the Philippians to do what is right and just. And in today's gospel, we hear the tenants have forgotten their due responsibility towards their master. In other words, today's liturgy of the word speaks about the responsibilities that we have to fulfill, having received the benefits that we get from our masters. In other words, in gist, today we will be reflecting upon Christian accountability, Christian responsibility. First of all, let us consider all the resources that we are getting to live a good Christian way of life. In the first reading, the owner of the vineyard selected a beautiful fertile land for the cultivation. He planted the choicest vine and he dug around it and built a watchtower. These are the sources that the vineyard is provided with in expectation with a good crop. Similarly, every Christian faithful is provided with the means and the methods and the ways that help one to lead a good Christian way of life and bear Christian fruits. They are like sacraments, sacramentals, Eucharistic celebration, piety works, and novenas, etc. Apart from these, God also blesses us abundantly with good health, property, money, good friends, and all the human resources. And these are the resources that we are provided with to lead a good Christian Catholic life in this world. But as the vineyard failed to produce the good fruits and bore wild grapes, we also often fail to produce good fruits of Christian life, and we move from the path of the Christian life. Dear brothers and sisters, it is a sin. It is a sin to misuse the resources that are given to us. It is a sin to neglect the choices that are put forth for us. It is a sin when we don't do our responsibility to the expected measurement. And when we commit this sin, we will also fall to the fate of the tenants, as explained in today's gospel, that we will be sent out of the garden. Dear brothers and sisters, therefore, when we are provided with the resources to our growth, to the growth of the neighbor, to the growth of the entire church, and we misuse them, it is a sin, and we will have to face judgment for it. Now, when we are speaking about God providing us with so many resources to live a Christian life, there are some of us who live a life in poverty, who live a life without a job, who face so many kinds of difficulties to meet their daily basic needs. And they would tell, I don't have enough money, I don't have a good job, I don't have good friends, nobody stands by me. Then why should I be accountable before God, before the other? Here we have to remember, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, that everyone is accountable to the measurement that is given to him. Remember, Jesus told, to the one whom more is given, more is expected. Similarly, from the one whom less is given, less is expected. Therefore, the measure you get, the measure you will be judged. But everyone is accountable and responsible for one's own activities after receiving the gifts from God. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters, Recollect and see how many times we have wasted the resources that we got from God and ruined our life and life of the others. No teacher will be condemned if he fails to be an engineer. No doctor will be condemned if he fails to be an astronaut. And no politician will be condemned if he fails to be a spiritual director. But a teacher is condemned when he or she fails to be a good teacher leading a good path of his children. Similarly, every Christian having received the graces and blessings from God, from Jesus Christ, if he or she fails to lead a good Christian life and bear good fruits in Christian life, he will be condemned. Therefore, the resources that we receive and the accountability we have to give to God is always balanced. Now, this accountability, this responsibility does not remain with oneself alone. It is expected to have the same responsibility to oneself, to the family, and the society in which one lives. Pope Francis speaks about different spheres of responsibility. He speaks about responsibility to our Mother Earth in the encyclical Laudato Si. He speaks about responsibility to our neighbor when he entreats each parish in Europe to adopt one migrant family to their fold. He speaks about self-responsibility for one's own soul. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, none of us can get away saying, I am not given anything to lead a responsible life. Because grace of God is always sufficient for all of us to lead a responsible, accountable life of Christian today. Therefore, in a nutshell, as we reflect upon the gospel passage of the wicked tenants, recollect and see how many resources I have wasted in my life and how many chances I have neglected or rejected in my life, or how many times I fail to do my responsibility to the measure that is expected of me. In this regard, if we have failed, ask pardon and forgiveness, and at the same time entreat Him, beg Him for His mercy, so that we may not commit this sin again and again in our life, but lead a good Christian, good Catholic, bearing good fruits to oneself, to the society, and to the people with whom he lives around. Let God bless us all.